Good morning and welcome to this episode of Inside Texoma. Today we're taking an inside look at Hangar Holiday, which is actually going on today. Right now I'm joined by Ron Bryant, who is the Scholarship Committee Chair for Hangar Holiday. Thanks so much for being here this morning.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about the history of this event and how this whole bazaar got started.
Well, it's really an outgrowth of Christmas bazaars that were held at bases in Europe, primarily in Germany and a few in England. As military families came back to the United States, they decided that it was a tradition they enjoyed. And about 30 years ago, the decision was made by the Officer Spouses Club at Shepherd at the time to start their own Christmas bazaar. The only way to have a place large enough to hold the Christmas bazaar was to take all the aircraft, the training aircraft, out of one of the hangars and hold it there. And thus the name Hangar Holiday was born. The tradition continued for the next 29 years or so, and the space inside the hangars was limited, so the bazaar itself, or Hangar Holiday as it became known, only had about 175 vendors. After 9/11 and the increased security on base, it became more and more difficult for the citizens of the Wichita Falls area to get on base to attend the bazaar. And one of the things that we always wanted was to make it available to the greater Wichita Falls community. So the decision was made about 3 years ago to move it to the MPEC, which was a great decision because now, using the main exhibit hall plus the sunrooms and the hallways, it's grown to 225 vendors from that original about 150 to 175. So growing has made it easier to have the citizens of the Wichita Falls area attend the bazaar, and it's allowed it to grow.
But you did decide to keep the name Hangar Holiday.
Hangar Holiday. We wanted to keep that tradition of tying it to Shepherd Air Force Base because it is a uniquely military event that's known to military families all over the world. We're bringing a little bit of what we experience to the folks who live in the Wichita Falls area.
Well, tell us a little bit about the Shepherd Officer Spouses Club, because they're the ones that put it on, right?
Yes. We are a nonprofit organization that functions on base, and we function primarily to support various organizations on base and local nonprofits. Hangar Holiday benefits more than just the scholarships that we award. We also support some nonprofits. We have an organization on base called the Airmen's Family and Readiness Center that we support. They have what's called the Airmen's Pantry, which is analogous to the city's food bank. And there are other organizations on base that the Spouses Club supports. And the money raised by Hangar Holiday and also the funds generated by the thrift shop that's operated on base go to support those charitable organizations.
So definitely a great cause. Is that kind of why you wanted to get this going in the community? I mean, you mentioned before how it was so important to really expand it out to the community, get it to the MPEC. You mentioned how it was a European tradition. So why was it so important to get this going in Wichita Falls?
Well, Wichita Falls is unique. Most people who live here don't realize that this is an unusual situation. The relationship between Shepherd Air Force Base and Wichita Falls is probably the best relationship that exists between a military installation and the local community anywhere in the world. The citizens of Wichita Falls have always supported Shepherd and its efforts in training airmen, and the base wants to give back to the community of Wichita Falls. And Hangar Holiday is one way of doing that. It's a chance for us to put on a show, if you will, that everybody can be a part of, in addition to all of the unique arts and crafts things that we'll talk about a little later. There's also a chance to buy things like military memorabilia, collectibles, and that sort of thing at the bazaar. And most of the training squadrons that deal with students on base will be represented in some way at Hangar Holiday. So it's a chance for people to come out and do Christmas shopping, but it's also a chance to make a little connection with the folks at Shepherd.
Would you say that's what kind of sets this bazaar apart from other Christmas expos and events that are going to be coming up this season, is that unique military connection?
Oh yes, definitely. It's probably one of the better ways to get an insight into the things that go on base. There'll be plenty of military representation there. You have a chance to talk to people, find out what they're doing. And it's not just military. Boy Scouts will be there as well. So a little bit for everybody.
That's right. And you mentioned just how it's grown over the years. I mean, you're expecting a lot of people, right?
Yes. Yesterday was really busy. I'm hoping that yesterday set a record for attendance because people turned out in droves. And we're hoping today, and we'll be open from 11 to 5 today, will be an even bigger turnout than we had yesterday.
All right, well, we are going to talk a lot about what's going to be going on today at the MPEC. It is your final chance to get down there to this year's Hangar Holiday. So we're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. Make sure you stay tuned to Inside Texoma. Welcome back to Inside Texoma on this Sunday morning. Today we're taking an inside look at Hangar Holiday, an event that is happening today in our community. Right now I'm joined by Allison Howard, who is the committee volunteer, and Michelle Davis, the coordinator of Hangar Holiday. Welcome to Inside Texoma, ladies.
Thank you.
We've been talking about this event. It is going on today, so for those people who want to head on out there, what can they expect down at the MPEC?
Yes, today is the last day to go shopping at our 29th annual Hangar Holiday Bazaar. We're going to have Christmas shopping that is full of local vendors, military vendors. You're going to have crafts, arts and crafts, pottery, clothing, goodies to take home and eat. Santa Claus will be there for the kids, so make sure if they got their haircuts this week that they get all dressed up and get their picture taken.
It seems like there really is something for everybody. I mean, just talk a little bit about some of the great stuff that you can see.
Well, you'll see we have vendors coming from all the way from Missouri. We have a few vendors coming from New Mexico and Colorado and Louisiana. And you will see just about a little bit from every walks of the world. So
start thinking about your holiday shopping. Let's talk about what times it's going to be open so people can start getting ready today.
Today it's open from 11 to 5, so just come on down.
And it is free, right?
It is free. We encourage y'all to bring some canned food. We have a Cub Scout troop from Burke Burnett. I think they're Cub Scout Troop 232. They're going to be collecting the canned foods, and they'll be giving that canned food to the food pantries around here.
So it really goes back to a good cause.
It really does.
Food drive.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand you also have something unique called a hospitality cart. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, we do have lots of donations from very generous organizations, businesses around the community, and they've donated food for our volunteers since it is a long day, and we have a hospitality cart that's going around for our vendors. That's going to have snacks for them, healthy snacks, and to keep them going and keep them cheerful to take care of their customers throughout the day.
And that is a unique thing that is unique to you guys, right?
Yes.
And I'm assuming that's there because it gets so busy. I mean, talk about the atmosphere down at the MPEC.
Well, when you first walk into the MPEC, there's going to be Christmas music going. You're going to see lots of cheerful smiles, everybody dressed in Christmas clothing and sweaters, reds and greens, to get the spirit of Christmas
underway. And Santa is there too, right?
That's right.
Is there an age limit on anyone who could see Santa, or should anyone just bring their kids down?
Bring your kids. I'm going to go see Santa, so yeah. Anyone's welcome to see Santa.
Well, we've talked so much about how much there is. Let's talk about some of your favorite parts. What about you, Michelle?
I love all the shopping and just the variety, and we have a lot of great vendors with great merchandise. I just love to walk around, look at all the shops, and meet all the people from all over the place that are coming.
I'm a fan of people watching, going and watching the women go and shop their hearts out, shop till they drop, watching the kids, their eyes light up when they first see Santa down at the end of the hallway, watching the husbands be dragged along with their wives, but then finding something like a fishing vendor or hunting, which are also there for the guys. There is something for everybody.
And would you say it's a great way to get into the holiday spirit? I mean, it is a little bit early, but it seems like there's just a whole ton of Christmas stuff there. Is that right?
That is right, yeah. And the weather's going to cooperate. It's going to be a little bit cooler, so get us in the mood for, winter. But yeah, I think
What are some of the best things you guys have found there, either this year or in years past, that somebody who wants to know what they're going to find there is going to find? Any great finds? I know it might be hard to choose because there is so much great stuff.
I found some great pottery there last year. We have a vendor, Hair Fair from Brooke Burnett. She has an amazing assortment of pottery that I found last year. And then there's always some good like Christmas wreaths for the doors, or Thanksgiving. We even had a vendor last year that had Thanksgiving wreaths and stuff like that, so that was fun.
There is a lot of very unique, crafty Christmas decor, something that you won't see in any other stores around Wichita Falls or even in Texas. There's Texas-oriented Christmas decor, very southern. There are lots of stockings, wooden stockings, and snowmen, and there's aluminum type Christmas decor. Just a variety of very unique, specially made items.
And how many vendors did you say are there?
We have 220 vendors with 301 booths. We have some military booster club. We have some military booster clubs in our hallway that will be representing the Shepherd Air Force Base and different squadrons, and they'll be they've added to the vendor count.
And you will be able to get some good eats there too. I know there's caramel apples that were there last year that sold out very quickly, and funnel cakes, lots of baked goods as a fundraiser for some of the organizations on base.
So it's not just the shopping, because shop till you drop, you're going to need food, right? And I understand, is there some artwork there from some students as well?
Yes, Shepherd Elementary has donated a lot of their artwork. The teachers have gotten the children to decorate for us that will hang up all throughout the hallways. They really enjoy doing that for us.
I'm sure. That's so cute. Now, what would you say to somebody out there who's watching and who isn't sure if they want to go? Why should somebody come out to Hangar Holiday?
Well, one, it's free. It doesn't cost to come and look around, and it's just something to do for a few hours, and it's fun. It really is a good time to be had.
And it isn't just about the shopping. I mean, this is a big fundraiser for you guys, right?
Yes, it is our biggest fundraiser for the Shepherd Officer Spouses Club of the year. We also have the thrift shop on base where we raise a lot of money that goes back to the scholarships and grants that we give out at the end of the year.
We're going to talk a lot more about those scholarships as well as the charities that Hangar Holiday helps support in just a few minutes. So thank you, ladies, for telling us what people can expect down at the MPEC. Again, the hours today are 11 to 5. 11 to 5 at the MPEC. Stay tuned to Inside Tech Summer. We're going to talk a whole lot more about Hangar Holidays coming up right after.